Now is an important time for American soccer and its constituents to be on the right side of history. We will get to an open USA soccer system no matter what. Our progress towards it is inevitable. And all we're doing right now is speeding up the process. No sense in waiting around for it. Let's make it happen sooner. So, as members of USA Soccer, whatever that capacity may be, it's important that you speak up and you align yourself with the authentic global soccer product that the American soccer market as a whole wants. If you look at statistics, our love for soccer manifests itself in the real version of soccer from around the world. So in our U.S. national teams and in foreign clubs and open systems around the world. We don't pay attention to the inauthentic closed shop MLS franchise model. In fact, American soccer TV viewership as a whole, less than 7% of Americans care for MLS. So the way to capture the USA soccer market is by catering to that 93% that prefers the authentic version of soccer from around the world. So yes, I understand that the market is closed right now, and if you are not MLS and in Division 1, you have a glass ceiling above you. So yes, the ultimate goal is to open up the system so that everyone has a fair shot to compete. Yes, that's the ultimate goal, but what can you do right now in the meantime to compete or stay afloat? Well, MLS has this monopoly control over Division 1. And the answer is to just keep positioning yourself as advocates, proponents for global, authentic soccer. So let's look at NASL, for example, North American Soccer League. They've been Division 2 for a while now in USA Soccer, and they've been demoted down to Division 3. They've had their teams rated by MLS, so it's not their fault that they've been downgraded to Division 3 or that they've had trouble staying afloat. Of course they're going to have trouble when their competition has a monopoly and they can simply pick off individual clubs within it and weaken it. So what would I do with NASL? Well, for years now, NASL, for over 5 years, it's positioned itself as a direct competitor to MLS, even while being locked in the lower divisions, while MLS has exclusive Division 1 control. And I understand the mentality of being competition, but how exactly do you compete? You can't just go up there and say, we are a soccer league and we have soccer. No. Well, what do you do when you see that, the MLS Division 1 only captures a tiny slice of the USA soccer market? How can we capture the vast majority of USA soccer fans that ignore MLS, that think it's phony? You have to market yourself as a league that wants to present an alternative. So speaking up for the ultimate USA soccer market policy change that will bring promotional relegation. NASL has been very silent about that over the years, and it's shocked me, to be honest. Why would you not speak up for a fair chance in the marketplace as a league, NASL, and individual member clubs? You have a glass ceiling over you. Of course you'd want that glass ceiling to be smashed, so why not stand up for it? What do you have to lose, really? You're already disenfranchised from the top of the USA soccer market. It's not like anything else can happen to you that's worse if you speak up and are vocal for this US soccer policy change. So that's confused me by NASL and even other lower division leagues and clubs or supporters. Why not speak up for this fair US soccer policy change when you're part of the disenfranchised? You have nothing to lose and everything to gain if this promotional relegation policy is put into place. So I'd like to see NASL and everyone else in the lower divisions, or everyone else who's discriminated against, locked out of fair market opportunity in USA Soccer to speak up, to be as vocal as they can for change. And especially if you hold a position of authority in USA Soccer outside of Division One, if you own a club, if you're part of a club that's disenfranchised, no matter if you're in D2 or D8 amateur, your voice matters, particularly as you have more prominence. So it's important that each and every individual speaks up, but also when we can get clubs speaking up for their fair opportunity in the market, that just gives it such a tangible view at what's actually going on in the American soccer market, which is thousands of businesses deprived of fair opportunity. It's no wonder we're struggling when we disenfranchise most of the businesses in an industry. And then we wonder why industry product output is so bad. Well, it's because you've given market rights to one company. And of course, that company has no pressure to keep innovating, keep improving, because there's no pressure on it from the rest of the marketplace. So that's the position MLS is in today. So we need to be vocal and speak up and cater to this 93% of America that wants the real version of soccer. Lower division USA Soccer. There are so many people out there that are hungry for something authentic to support in the lower divisions. But if it's just lower division soccer that doesn't give any hint of ambition towards something bigger than, let's say, a NPSL amateur club or a USL or NASL team that's forever stuck in the lower divisions, well, what's the point? Is there anywhere to go from here? One of the great things about supporting a lower division team in open systems around the world is that the possibilities are endless. If you're in Division 6 and in a small town, no one's saying that you're going to be a Champions League club on an annual basis in your future, but the possibilities are still there, and 1 ounce of hope is better than no hope at all. So I would pay, as a USA Soccer fan myself, I pay attention to lower divisions, but what's the point of investing any time, energy, or emotion into them when you can't go anywhere? Your support doesn't matter. You can't go up. But what if a lower division club said, yeah, I know we can't be promoted right now, but we are advocating for policy change in U.S. soccer so that we can win promotion and go to Division One and win the CONCACAF Champions League and go to the Club World Cup and play Real Madrid. I would be so much more excited to support that lower division USA Soccer Club if they actually knew what the market conditions were and they had ambitions to break the glass ceiling above them in the industry. So as more and more people start speaking up, more and more influencers like big soccer clubs like Miami FC or Stockade FC will get involved, and as influencers start to make their voices heard and things really start to happen. The reason us lowly folks like you and me have to speak up is just to build general public pressure. And as that happens, you start to see bigger things happen. You start to see media pay attention and write and cover the promotion relegation USA Soccer movement. You start to see bigger clubs make their voices heard, or in our case right now, file lawsuits in international courts or the U.S. courts for an open system. It's all just a snowball effect, and every single voice, whether small or great, matters in the grand scheme of things. Again, we're going to get there eventually, no matter what happens. Our natural progression is towards an open system. We've been exposed to the real version of soccer through the internet and television age. It's right in the palm of our hand, at our fingertips. We won't accept anything else than a 100% open USA Soccer system. So as we keep speaking up, just know that we're going to get there eventually, and just keep trying to add voices to the movement. And we'll speed up the process, and we won't have to wait 20 years. We can maybe trim the process down to 5 or 10 years instead. Because once we get to an open USA Soccer system, the possibilities are immense. We could be a global soccer juggernaut that raises the bar on what we've seen in world soccer history. So if you like this video, make sure to share it out across social media and also subscribe right here to my channel. And I'll talk to you soon.